In this video, I will be talking about Maxam and Gilbert sequencing method, which was developed by Alan Maxam and Walter Gilbert in 1976 to 1977. So why this method is important, or what type of method it is? So it is a chemical cleavage method. Actually, it nucleobase specific partial chemical modification of DNA method, which we need some chemicals or for modification of DNA and subsequent cleavage at specific bases, and the modification at the nucleotide. So the chemical treatment generally break at the small proportion of 1 or 2 or 4 nucleotide based in each of the 4 reaction. Like for G, we have a different chemical for modification or cleavage. For A plus G, we have different. For C also, and for C plus T. So a radioactive label is added to either 3rd prime or 5 prime end of the double stranded DNA. So like this, you have seen we have added polynucleotide kinase for labeling at 5 prime end. This is labeling at 5 prime end, and then strands are separated by electrophoresis under denaturing condition and analyzed separately. So this method is followed for denaturation using some chemical DMSO, and then it is electrophoresis and separated and isolated. So we are using this 5 prime labeled DNA for base specific cleavage. So DNA level at one end is divided into 4 aliquot, and each treated with chemical which act on specific bases by methylation or removal of base. So I will be discussing now about the chemical which we are going for the treatment. So first is formic acid, which actually break the link between A and G and the deoxyribose to which it is attached. So it will form a different purinic site So what will happen in sequence, like this is C, this is T, then this is C, then this is G, then this is A, this is G. So what will happen, this A will be removed, like it will cleave out, and we get different apunic sites. So second is the dimethyl sulfate. It does what does it do? It's methylation of guanine. So we will, what will happen at guanines, there is a methylation happened. So there is a removal of modified G. From polynucleotide chain. Next is hydrazine, which actually C plus T are hydrolyzed using hydrazine. And last is sodium chloride plus hydrazine. So it will cleave the C cytosine of the nucleotide, or it the actually piperidine actually used for the cleavage at the modified position in all reaction. Okay, so let's say you have a DNA strand which is unknown sequence. So we are doing this method because we don't know the sequence of the DNA. So when we are applying some or using some chemicals for modification, we have 4 groups: cleavage at A plus G, cleavage at G, cleavage at C, and cleavage at C plus T. So we will get different fragment like this after modification and cleavage, and then in electrophoresis we run the bands or the DNA segment. You can say segment. We run the segments of this at in electrophoresis. So we have seen like A plus G. So only at A plus G we are getting the bend, not at G. So that means A will be the sequence of that base. So then coming to the next, you can see C plus T. So also in this we don't get a band at C. We don't get a band at C. So we will consider at T. Only if we are getting in both like A plus G and G, only then we can consider it as a G. If it is only showing in one lane like A plus G, only in A plus G, so it will be A, not G. Only if it is showing in both lanes C and C plus T, it is considered as C. So this is the sequence of the segment actually. We have to read the sequence. This is the negative side of the gel and this is the positive. So we have to read in this way. So the sequence of DNA will be like this: G, C, T, A, C, G, T, A. And as we know, the DNA is negatively charged. So this is negative and this is positive. So DNA will always move towards the positive end of the anode of the gel. So what will happen? The lower smallest fragment is shorter in base pair. So it will come first, not the larger fragment. But you will only get band of the same size. That doesn't mean these bands are of similar size. So this one is base pair is more high, base pair is greater than this one, because only then it come fast or at the bottom of the gel. So the smallest fragment will move faster than the larger fragments. That's why it coming to the lower end of the anode, the end of the anode, and after that we are getting more base pair of segment of fragment DNA. So like this, if we are getting, that means it is more higher base pair fragment, and if you are getting more towards the negative end, it is more larger fragments. Then the DNA bands are visualized by autoradiography using X-ray film. So the advantage, what are the advantages of this method? First, the purified DNA can be read directly, okay, and it can also used in footprinting. Like it can be used to analyze DNA protein interaction. Okay, and it can also be used to analyze nucleic acid structure and some modification of DNA. So we can also study using this method. So disadvantage are it requires some chemicals. This is the main reason, because it is costly and it has a relatively the setup is very complex, and it can only analyze up to 500 base pair of segment, because after that it is not scale up type of method. We cannot be used for analyzing more than 500 base pair of fragment. So the read length decreases from incomplete cleavage reaction also, and the chemical is the main important reason for one of the reason, because chemicals are too costly, so we can't afford chemicals too much for this sequencing method. So the difference between Sanger sequencing and this Maxam Gilbert sequencing is the sequence that we are reading directly from the Maxim Gilbert is the sequence which we getting from the X-ray film. But in Sanger sequencing, the complementary sequence that we are getting in gel, we have to get complementary sequence, only then we are getting the template strand of the template sequence of the DNA. So in Sanger sequencing, what is happened, you get a sequence, okay, A, T, G, C lane, and you got some sequence. You have to find the complementary sequence of base pair like A to T, G to C, C to G. So this is the sequence of template, and this is a sequence of complementary that you have elongated, complementary one. But what is happening, this is Sanger sequencing, but in Maxim Gilbert, the sequence that you are getting after the electrophoresis or autoradiography is the only sequence of the template DNA. So this is the important difference between the Maxim Gilbert and Sanger sequencing method.